about making music. It's just about, you know, a mentality, in my opinion. Just, you know, how to take your lumps in life, you know what I mean? Because you're gonna take your L's, you're gonna have your ups and downs. So just a philosophy or a point of view on how to look at the journey.
The game gonna test you. You know what I mean? The game, everything gonna test you if it's worthwhile.
Words is powerful, you know? The ability to articulate, you know, you could really impact people.
You used to getting treated a certain way, you used to getting received a certain way, and then you step back because of your sacrifice.
Art support.
When I first came into like being a teenager, and when I started getting doors closed on me, I just was like, well, I'm gonna do like everybody else, and I'm gonna pop my trunk. I saw examples of it in different categories and felt automatically when I got to the age of wanting to become self-made or support my own ambitions, you know, that's the step. My advice would be define who you are and what you are and be clear on that, meditate on that, and then live and die by it. Can't break the rules, the fundamental rules. Be a man of your word. Do what you say you're gonna do. Respect people the way you would like to be respected. You know, my reach was the people that knew me. So when you really think about it, who put me on? Those people.
Yeah.
You know, and they spent $5 with me. My sales pitch used to be, you know, if it's garbage, throw it out the window, bro. I know your lifestyle, because it's my lifestyle. I'm speaking to your lifestyle. It's very concise what the content of this record is. But if it's garbage, toss it out the window. I just want $5. And people supported me when they didn't have a reason to, just based on, you know what, you a young person trying, and I'm gonna support the ambition.
It's not limited to music, that point of view. It's not just about making music, it's just about, you know, a mentality, in my opinion. Just, you know, how to take your lumps in life, you know what I mean? Because you're gonna take your L's, you're gonna have your ups and downs. So just a philosophy or a point of view on how to look at the journey. You know what I mean? You got where you at, you got where you're trying to be. And then you got all this shit in between that's not gonna matter when you get here. You know what I mean? So I feel like, and it was a way of inspiring myself also. Just like a pep talk I was telling myself while I was in a vulnerable moment.
It's just speaking to like the combo you have with yourself when you outside of the opportunities, but you know your actions and your mentality are success. But the reality of your situation is...
You said it, it's about just the authenticity and the honesty. I'm not in, you know, a culture of going outside hustling every day no more. I'm not in a culture of, you know, being involved with gang activity anymore. At that moment, for me to make art, I had to reflect on reality, you know? And so it would be untrue. I was talking about balling or talking about owning businesses, I didn't. But as my life changed and as the reality, what I was actually living changed, I had to change what fueled the art, you know what I mean? And I think that's what keep it accessible to people. You got people that, not to cut you off again,
No.
You got people that been removed from the streets for years and it's still what's the dominant narrative in their music, and we lose touch with it because it don't have the same texture as when it was actually what they was doing.
Things I want change is the things that affected other people in a negative way. I don't feel like it's worth it, you know, to hurt people or like your actions to be so driven by ambition that they rub other people the wrong way. I would change all the things. Anything else? Nah, that's the testimony. That's you. That's what gave me my understanding, was that I can reflect in them moments of being confused. You won't lay in the bed you make. Unless that's what you want, you know, because you're entitled to whatever you want to create, whatever experience you want to create for yourself. If you're tired of that shit, adjust the energy, you know what I mean, as best you can. Adjust what you wake up thinking and what you say, and then lastly what you do. And that's not an easy thing to do because it's such a pressure in these areas to just go by the way things are. And don't quit. I think everybody get tested. Everybody get that game tested. If you don't quit, you're gonna learn and you're gonna figure things out. That's really the secret to everything. How much you can
passion, but then you go outside and you get influenced and you feel pressure from what's going on outside. And so, you know, I read one time, like, would you rather be at war with yourself and at peace with the world, or at peace with yourself and at war with the world?
You don't have resources, you in survival mode. You know, so being in survival mode automatically rules out a lot of things because you don't care about morality, because you don't experience morality. You experience, you know, the need to survive. You don't experience, you know, fairness. You don't experience planning for the future. You just experience my ribs touching. You know what I mean? And it's better me than you. And, you know, it's a survival instinct that kick in. So I think once you get out of the survival mode, your morals come back closer to your daily decision making. You start thinking about what's right, what do I believe in. And until you get out of survival mode, you ain't got time to be worrying about right and wrong. You worrying about bottom line. You know what I mean? By any means necessary. Never make moves under pressure. I try not to. On Crenshaw said it's gonna be the first time I give my fan base directly. So if you want to reciprocate for the inspiration that I've given you over the course of these 5 mixtapes, here's how you do it. Proud to pay. It's a $100 CD. Come to the pop-up shop. So you know I had won over enough people that we sold out the first 1,000 in the first day. The gang gonna test you. You know what I mean? The gang, everything gonna test you if it's worthwhile.
Right.
And you gonna make decisions based on what you care about more. And without even being conscious that you're getting tested, you're gonna be getting tested. And so you're gonna have decisions to make. Should I, you know, continue this lifestyle, whether it's shopping, clothes, whatever your lifestyle is, or do I gotta sacrifice a little bit because I really, really care about this music and it really is important to me. So whatever I gotta do, I'm gonna do it. And that's gonna be the distinguishing decisions, you know what I'm saying? That separate the ones that end up getting it from the ones that don't. You get people out of survival mode, they start thinking different. I did, you know, when I figured out, you know, how to get myself out of the situation, my approach to life and people was different. I wasn't so angry, I didn't have my guard up. I wasn't so aggressive, I wasn't so, you know, expecting, if you ain't helping me, fuck you. That wasn't the mentality no more. And I can't blame nobody, you know what I mean, that's thinking about how they gonna pay their rent, or like going through not having food at the house, being young and having to go outside to hustle to feed themselves with school clothes. That's gonna change people, that's gonna make you feel away. And you can't fault them, you just gotta kind of empathize with the scenario and understand you put a person in survival mode, they're gonna survive by any means.